Smith. There he is. He's in Texas. Love this guy. So he came to me and I said, Dr. John, what do you want to do? And by the way, he's world-renowned psychologist that helps emotionally disturbed children. Well, you can see, look what he specializes in. Emotionally disturbed children, behavior problems, teen pregnancy, bullying, self-esteem, depression, all this stuff. Okay? He's got this free consultation. Come see me for 30 minutes. I won't charge you. Okay? Now, I said, Doc, how's this working for you? By the way, he was spending $1,000 a month on pay-per-click. Okay? $1,000 a month on pay-per-click. And he was getting, and this pay-per-click guy, I think, was a great guy, because he was getting 300 people to this site each month with pay-per-click. All right? I want you to guess how many people actually called him each month. 300 people came in. You want to take a guess?
50.
50? What do you think? How many think called him? 300 people came in with this right here. They saw that.
20.
20? 30? You ready? 1 every 2 months. Why? Because people are afraid. By the way, guys, when you put a phone number on your website, you know what you're saying? Call me, I want to sell you something. Who wants to be sold anything? Like, don't you love to buy, but you don't want to be sold? Like, I love buying stuff, man, but don't sell me nothing. You with me? So when you have a phone number like that, people are like, really? I got this kid screaming in my ear, okay? And this whole thing, and by the way, every psychiatrist, this is like the standard thing. You look at your industry, everyone has it, the little video, we do all this stuff, and give me a call. That's not how we buy anymore, guys. We don't buy like that. What do? We go to Google, we research, right? And we do a little work on our own, and we got to have some trust before I'm going to call this guy. I don't care if he's world-renowned. By the way, I don't even know from this. So I said, Doc, how many patients could you take? Oh, here's the good news, though. He got 1 call every 2 months, but it turned into a $15,000 patient. So he was making money, right? Because he was spending $2,000, right? $1,000 a month, 2 months, getting 1 phone call. They came in, he sold it. So he's making 15 grand on 2,000. That's good, right? We all love that. But I said, Doc, how many patients could you handle? And he said, Chip, I could handle 10 new patients a month. I'm like, really? Okay, here's what we're going to do then. I want you to pick. See, it says specializing in. I want you to pick one, Doc. Because nobody in the world can possibly specialize in all that stuff. Like, you can do it, but you can't be known for that. Right? Like, if I ask you to name a soda, you can name like Coke, Pepsi, Sprite. Like, name 10 sodas. Like, really? Like, we've got a list. Human beings, we've got a list of how we go down. So you got to be known for one thing. You can't be known for even 2 things. Sorry. Can't be known for 2. Have you ever seen people with like a card and they got like 1 thing on the front and 1 thing on the back? It's like, really? Really? You can only be known for 1.
I told somebody about that. They had, they had 2 different things. I'm like, you're trying to tell them that you're not consistent, that you don't know what you're doing. And
Yeah.
Exactly what it was. I'm like,
Right?
you're marketing yourself wrong. It's 1 for one thing and 1 for the other.
Right?
Right.
So he's like, no, because he specialized. So finally he picks emotionally disturbed children. That's at the top. Okay? And I was like this. I'm like, really, Doc? I don't believe you. He goes, why? I go, I can't believe. I go, because it looks like you're stabbing that kid in the neck with a pen or something. Doesn't it look like you're stabbing? It's like, really? You picked that? Couldn't believe it.
What is that anyway?
Okay, so here's the point. There's no market-dominating position here. He's not known for anything. He looks like everybody else. By the way, just think about this in your industries for a second. Okay? Think about this for your job. If you're known for 10 things, if you're known for everything, you're going to be known for nothing. You with me? You got to be known for one thing. Go home, raise your prices 10%, and take your marketing material and just get rid of everything but the one thing you want to be known for. One and one thing only. Okay? Now, let me show you what we did. This is what we changed it to. All right? So, first we came up with the headline, are you sick and tired of the yelling, screaming, and belligerent attitude of your child? Is that talking to the mom with that emotionally disturbed child? Isn't it? We couldn't have, how can you have a headline if there's 15 things, right? So we picked one. Are you sick and tired of that screaming bullet? That's the pain. So guys, make a little note. You can take a picture of this. All of your marketing material has to have 4 things in it. It's got to have pain in the headline. The headline has to have pain. Are you sick and tired of the yelling, screaming kid? Is that pain? Did that bring the pain out? I'm feeling it. Then you all have to have a subheadline. I don't care if this is a brochure, a flyer, a web page, right? This is all marketing material. Second, now you can discover the secrets to controlling your child and instantly restore peace and quiet in your home.
Solution.
Isn't that what she wants? That's the solution. That's what's the outcome. This is the pain. Here's the outcome. Restore peace and quiet in the home. Isn't that good? You want that. So think of the biggest pain that you can solve, right? So you're going to be known for one thing. What's the biggest pain that your client is feeling? And then solve it. State the problem, state the pain, and then solve it. Now you all want to have some sort of video or something like that, especially if it's a web page as opposed to a brochure. Okay? You want to have, so we changed it. So Doc before was like, oh, you know, I'm an expert in everything. And now he almost reads this. Are you sick and tired of the kid driving you nuts? Do you want peace? Get my free report. Learn the secrets to gaining and maintaining complete control of your child in less than 60 seconds. Think mom cares about that? Right? Is that talking to her? Does she, 60 seconds? I can get control in 60 seconds?
It's a quick fix.
Then we put the you know, the picture of the mom and the kid there, because that's what it's all about. By the way, see this logo? Who has a logo? How many has a logo? Raise your hand. Are you kidding me? Logo. Listen, guys. If you don't remember anything else from today, branding is dead. Guys, branding is for people my age back in the 60s. Listen, unless you're Coca-Cola and you can spend $1 billion on your logo, you know how many people are going to remember your logo? None. It just takes up room. Look at what the doc did, man. Look where all your logos are. They're right up in the most important part of the whole thing. You've got your bloody logo up there that no one cares about. By the way, the doc designed this, and he made me put it on there. I wouldn't have done it. Guys, you don't need a logo anymore. Forget your logo. Don't put your logo anywhere. Of course you can have a logo. I'm saying don't put it like prominently. Don't put it like that. You with me? Because this, if you got to use it, put it down here, but no one's going to remember it. People just have problems they want solved. With small business, we're about problems, solve the problem. Right? Coke can brand. Yes, Professor?
I'm just interested, why did you take out the phone number, which was attractive?
Good question, because the phone number says, call me, I want to sell you. By the way, this is, look how nice this is. You get a report. You get to research it without having to call a number, get put on voicemail, have some, you know, receptionist who doesn't want to answer the phone anyway. You with me?
Yeah.
I just need some information, man. I'm not ready to buy. Give me a phone number when I'm ready to buy. So Doc, that's why. So guys, for your marketing material, offer, of course, if it's a flyer, you can have a phone number, no one's going to call it. You with me? Put it really small. Put it really small. So you're not saying I want to sell you. Instead, educate people. Now, I want you to guess. So here's the 4 pieces, right? Headline, subheadline, right? And the report with a pretty video. Now I want you to guess, same paper clip, but we didn't get rid of his website. You with me? We kept his website. How many do you think? So 300 people, we just took the pay-per click and 300 people came here instead of his website. How many people do you think signed up for the report?
All of them.
I'll tell you, no, 60. 60 signed up for the report out of 300, but remember, that's not a sale yet, is it? So 60 people raised their hand and said, that's my problem. That's my problem, I'm interested. 60 people. You ready for this? I'm just going to tell you how many read the report. 3. So in the first month, 300 people came in. 60 people downloaded the report, but only 3 read it. Well, you can imagine the kid's yelling at her. She don't got time to read no report. Right?
How long was it?
It was like 15 pages. But I'm talking about read the report, period. Like 1 page. Not the whole report. But here's the good news. Of the 3 people who read the report, all 3 people, yes, we did have a phone number on the report, and all 3 people called and became clients, and he made 45 grand in the first month.
Wow.
But he wanted 10. We got 3 in month 1. So here's what we did. We started a drip marketing campaign once a week. We took that report and we pulled apart some stuff and we sent education to mom once a week. By the way, write this down. Once a week is how often you want to do it.
The 60 people.
Right. The 60 people who signed up, we started sending them a report once, or a little educational snippet. We're talking 2 or 3 sentences. And we sent it once a week. By the way, that's the best practice. A couple years ago it was twice a week, now it's once a week. Okay? You need to touch someone once a week. In fact, listen to what the studies say. If you don't touch someone once a week, like let's say you send them something, you wait a couple weeks, send it again. No, listen, you might as well not start because they don't think you're reliable. If you're not consistent about your follow-up, they don't think you're reliable. And if you do it once every 2 weeks, they just forget you. That's not enough. If you do it more than once a week, they get annoyed, right? Okay? So the best practice today, and this changes, I'm just telling you what it is today, the best practice is once a week. Now here's what happened in month 2. In month 2, the 60 people from month 1, remember 3 bought? So we're doing this to 57 people. 12 more bought in month 2 from the drip marketing campaign. Now it's 15. Month 3, we got 15 more. Month 4, 15 more. We had to stop the program. He really couldn't take that many patients. So now we only run this thing for 4 months a year, from January to April. And then he gets enough patients and he's good. Okay? So now, about 15 new times 45, times 15,000, you with me? So he went from 1 client every other month to 15 a month, and we had to like slow it down. And all we did was change the messaging. His practice didn't change. Nothing changed. We just started solving problems. That's what you guys need to do. Raise your prices, solve problems. By the way, the follow-up, there's a whole reason for this. The National Sales Executive Association, look at this. I'm not going to read this whole chart to you. Here's the thing. 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th touch, and yet only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 touches. By the way, this is professional salespeople. Only 10%